Hey there, you legends. My name's Fedor. I'm a Dutch touring stand-up comedian that performs all over the world and likes to share it with you guys what that's like. And right now, I'm in Bangkok. I'm really excited to be back in Asia because I haven't been in Asia since the pandemic started. And before that, I actually used to live mostly in Asia. I lived in Nepal for 3 years, Indonesia before that. So I'm really happy to be back in this side of the world. Gonna enjoy a lot of food. Jet lags are getting worse though, the older I get. I'm absolutely knackered. Bangkok is huge and has some very different sides. On the one hand you have like very modern areas full of skyscrapers with fancy bars, rooftop bars, sky bars, great restaurants. And although Thailand's actually very proud of the fact that they've never been colonized, I want to argue that they have been colonized by Starbucks because there are over 200 of them. But you also have some older neighborhoods that can be very busy, but also a few of them are very calm and it feels like you're getting away from the city. With small temples and just monks roaming around, quiet streets. Very relaxing. But in every side of the city you can find great food. From exquisite fancy restaurants to delicious street food. Getting around the city is pretty easy, despite traffic being chaos. You got the metro and the monorail, which together provide a great network to get around the city. Regular taxis during rush hour just get you stuck in traffic, but you got motorbike taxis that are a great alternative and a fast way to move from A to B. You can also rent a motorbike and drive around yourself, but it's good to keep in mind that the Thai believe in reincarnation, and the way they drive, it seems that they're eager to get reincarnated. So yeah, keep in mind that the number one cause of death for tourists is motorbike accidents. A diverse city also attracts diverse tourists, ranging from backpackers with elephant pants drinking cheap liquor by the bucket on Khao San Road, and older white men that are here just for the sex. When I came here 10 years ago, I had the habit to think that all these older white men, middle-aged white men were here just for the prostitutes and the sex, but now that I am getting to that age myself, I realize that's not necessarily true. Unfortunately, the working women around here also seem to see me as a potential customer, so I cannot walk around by myself in some areas without being jumped and hearing the word massage 750 times a minute. So yeah, Thailand doesn't always seem to attract the nicest kind of tourist, and it seems like that might only get worse because they made a very conscious choice to attract more tourism by legalizing weed, which is weird to me because in the past I would actually visit Dutch people that were in prison in Thailand for drug-related stuff, because Thailand used to have some of the harshest laws when it comes to drug use. With the prostitution and weed, it's kind of like it's becoming the Amsterdam of Asia, which is also weird because Amsterdam's actually trying to get rid of that type of tourism. You're also constantly reminded here that Thailand is a monarchy, and that's something I can definitely not joke about, because that's very illegal, which is very unfortunate, because I do think that the royalty, the monarchy here is kind of interesting, because the current king, who hasn't been king for that long, was actually seen largely unsuited to become king. His older sister actually seemed way more qualified, but because she's a woman, in the end she couldn't become the queen, which makes it kind of a Game of Thrones-like story. Until he became king only 3.5 years ago, he used to be a bit of a playboy, but my favorite thing by far is that he made his poodle Fufu Air Chief Marshal. But yeah, cannot joke about that. It's only going to be a short stop here because I'm actually on the way to Australia, where I'm going to do 3 major comedy festivals. So I'm only going to do a couple of very small shows here, but looking forward to see what that's like. I arrived this morning, really excited to be back in Thailand. Haven't been here in 10 years. Really glad I just had my first proper Thai food in years, which also means I have about 4 hours until the diarrhea kicks in. So we should be good for now. I remember flying over here 10 years ago that, entering the plane, it was mainly middle-aged white guys by themselves, not coming here for temples. You know what I mean. I didn't need to point at you, by the way, when I said I meant the general, you know what I mean. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I don't know. Fuck it. I realized now, getting into the plane, like, oh fuck, I'm middle-aged now. I also look like that, so now I'm perpetually emphasizing that I'm here with my wife. She didn't even come to the show because she's getting annoyed with it, and I'm like walking down the streets here like, this is my wife! I brought my own wife! Nothing wrong with you? Brought my own wife. So I think we're getting divorced now because she was this older Thai lady, tiny as hell, and she couldn't, when we landed, she couldn't reach her luggage in the overhead compartment.
And I think I now know it's fair to say that Thai ladies don't like it when you help them by picking them up to reach the overhead compartment. I mean, everyone's so friendly, everyone's always greeting you. I like that the greeting is different between men and women. That, you know, men when they see me they say "Sawadee krap," and women when they see me they say "massage."
That was a lot of fun, but I made one big mistake, and that's that I wrote a lot of new jokes, new material about all these sex tourists, these older white guys that come here to either have sex with prostitutes or to find a wife or girlfriend, whatever. What I didn't anticipate is that more than half of the audience was these guys. And it usually doesn't help the show if you piss off more than half of the audience, so I had to ditch that material. But apart from that, and apart from the fact that these were the tiniest shows ever, still had a lot of fun. But now I'm already in the next stop, in Australia. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, because for every like, a hamster gets its wings. And if you haven't subscribed yet, and if you're curious to find out what the hell Australia is going to be like, give me a subscribe. You can actually also buy me a coffee through ko-fi.com, which actually helps these videos. Because I'm always on the road, I have to edit these videos in coffee shops, which means I occasionally need to buy a coffee, otherwise they kick me out. Anyway, see you next time.